Welcome one, welcome all to Task Arena. Lance Crenshaw, Brian Coltrane here, Hobbs Sports Live. We have ourselves a great game tonight, Lance.
Can't believe that Clovis actually beat Carlsbad at Carlsbad. So we're a little shocked to see who our opponent is. So, I have no words.
I've maintained that Clovis was better than Carlsbad. And not to put Carlsbad down in any way. Clovis never seemed to have a full squad through most of the district play. They had, one girl that had a family thing that she had to take care of, and she was gone for quite a while. Another girl with a concussion. First time that they played Carlsbad, that was her first game back. She only had one practice, and so really Clovis was not a full squad. And they finally got their squad together. And from what I understand, Clovis held Carlsbad to 0 points in the fourth quarter, but their defense really stifled Carlsbad.
Held them to 0 points in the fourth quarter while only scoring 25 points to win the game.
Yeah. But I talked to their coaching staff, and they said, that's the game Carlsbad wants to play. We know that. Yeah. Carlsbad does that often against us, too. And he said that, they'd come across half court. Carlsbad wouldn't come out and challenge them at all. And so they got to set up their offense, take their time, and it really, helped them, slow down the game and find their own spots.
Well, Hobbs is going to have to rely on what they have the first two times that they played this team. Now, we've always said it's hard to beat a team three times. And
sure.
In anything. But Zariah Lewis leads Clovis. She's a very talented guard. She can attack from all spots of the floor. Yeah. So Hobbs is going to have their hands full with Lewis.
And I think that's going to be a real key is, how they handle Lewis. But Lewis is a creator. She's going to look for Jefferson. She's going to try to find some of those shooters on the outside. And, somebody like Petner who comes off the bench, if they get hot, they can be a factor in this game. And, you really got to be careful.
Yeah, and, Hobbs they have several outside shooters that can really put a game away quick with Hargrove, with Nakai Mojica, with Brett Clay, who plays any spot on the floor.
Yeah.
So...
And I talked to Coach Carpenter. He talked about what he thought the keys for the games, and you can see that interview here as we throw it to Coach Carpenter. Hello, sports fans. Hobbs Sports Live. I'm with Coach Carpenter. District championship tonight against Clovis. Clovis pulled one out in Carlsbad, and we get to see them for the third time this season.
Yeah, it's great. No, I'm kind of glad it's not Carlsbad in a way, just because you want to play someone different all the time and get different looks, and I know Carlsbad or Clovis is going to come ready to play, and they're going to give you a different look than Carlsbad, what we've seen the last two games, so it should be exciting.
I had a brief conversation with the Clovis coaching staff, and they said that their defense has really come on late in the season, and are you seeing that on film?
Yeah, they're phenomenal. They're probably one of the best teams that we're going to face between now and the end of the year. They're going to be so difficult to score on. We just hope to put it in the bucket one more time than they do.
Yeah. And so, what do you think the keys to tonight's games are?
I think the number one key is to we want to out rebound them. Obviously, we want to take care of the ball. Obviously. And ultimately, we want to have one more point than them at the end.
Yeah, and that's kind of key to the winning, And some people say defense wins championship. Some people say offense wins championship. I think you put it there. One more point than the other team kind of wins the game there.
Yeah.
That's the matter. So join us tonight live, HobbsSportsLive.com, Hobbs Sports Live on YouTube.com. Come watch the Hobbs Lady Eagles. If you can't come in person, we'd love to see you in the gym tonight. Thank you. Welcome back, Task Arena. Hobbs Lady Eagles and the Clovis Lady Cats. And, this is for all the marble, whole shebang, the big enchilada. And I bet you the girls are going to really come out fired up. I mean, what are you feeling from this squad?
It's tough to tell. They were so looking forward to playing Carlsbad again. But like you said, Clovis brings a different style of play to Hobbs. It's more comparable to Hobbs.
That's true. And, Hobbs enjoys getting up and down the floor. They do that more against Clovis than they do Carlsbad for sure.
Yeah, and it's the good thing about this is at least three of these teams in the district are going to make state, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Clovis, Hobbs, and of course Carlsbad.
Yeah, and then on the boys' side tonight, go ahead and talk about that a little bit as well. The boys are heading to Carlsbad, and boys have really been coming on lately and showed quite a few improvements in this last game to earn the right to play for the district championship.
Carlsbad has beaten them twice and have beaten them handily twice. It's going to take a great game all around. Michael Mackey leads that team. But it's going to take good games from Abraham Pena, from Peyton Hodge, from other guys across the team that can help contribute to help Mackey along the way.
I talked to Coach Ross, assistant coach, and he said, the first game they were scoring and they were keeping up with them, but we couldn't stop Carlsbad.
Yeah.
Second game, they stopped Carlsbad and they couldn't score, and just couldn't throw it in the ocean. He said they had one of the worst shooting nights of the year. So now we're here on game 3, and he says we get both those things together, I think we can pull the upset off, and that was the positives talking from the coaching staff there from the Hobbs Eagles.
I hope so, and Coach Ross has a lot of experience in this game, and I trust his expertise. I trust that way he feels about his team, and hopefully they give him a good game tonight.
Yeah, I have most respect for watching him and Coach Soria, helping out Coach Reeves. I think they've got an amazing coaching staff, and they're really trying to get things on the up and up for this Hobbs squad.
Yeah, trying to build the programming, get it back to where it was.
Yeah.
Hobbs is known across the whole Southwest U.S. as being a top-tier high school basketball team.
Yeah.
And then it's their goal to get him back to that.
They're trying to do it in a modernized way, and I know that there's a Hobbs way. There's a lot of people that really, really are entrenched in the Hobbs way because it was so successful for so long, and Coach Tasker did an amazing job. But that kind of basketball doesn't translate to today's game so much. A lot of teams have prepared for that particular type of press, and really there's lots of ways to beat it now. There's different presses to use. And the coaching staff's really, I think, trying to modernize the Hobbs Eagles play to fit what we have and the pieces that we have coming up.
And it's good to hear that. Trying to beat that to the old heads here that have been here since Tasker. No disrespect to Tasker, one of the greatest high school coaches to ever do it. But like you said, that game doesn't translate to today's game. Coaches can game plan against that and beat Hobbs on a continuous basis. So it's good that these coaches have come in. Let's develop a different game plan that's going to make us successful.
Sure. And I coached all over Texas. And when I came here, I was so impressed because the knowledge base of the parents here is so much higher. The basketball IQ of this town is just amazing. And you could have a conversation in a coffee house, with somebody, and it's about basketball, and they're going to talk intelligently about it, not just, scores and this person scores. They understand offenses and defenses and things like that.
Yeah, it's definitely been ingrained in their heads for many, many years.
Yeah,
from one generation to the other.
Well, we're thankful for our sponsors for tonight's game, and we're going to go ahead and throw it to our sponsors page and let you see who's helping us broadcast the Hobbs Lady Eagles tonight. Welcome back, Hobbs Lady Eagles, Clovis Lady Cats, and we're getting ready to introduce starting lineups. Any last-second thoughts on this game, Lance?
Hobbs is going to stop the penetration of Zariah Lewis, stop the rebounding of Jefferson. What's Jefferson's first name? Kaylin Jefferson. She really attacks the boards and gets Clovis some second-chance shots.
And then there's Mackenzie Roche, who didn't play against us previously. It's not a name that we've called, and she's going to be starting tonight for Clovis.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to see how we match up against them. Clovis is coming in riding high, beating Carlsbad. They aren't supposed to be here, so let's see if they can continue that magic. Hopefully Hobbs will put a stop to it.
Yep. Starters for tonight's game, who do we got from the Clovis side?
We got Clovis here. We got number 3, Zariah Lewis, we spoke to about before. Number 22, Allison Thomas. 23, Martha De La Rosa. 30, Kaylin Jefferson. And then 42, Mackenzie Roche.
And for our Hobbs Lady Eagles?
We have the same starting line we've had since, the third game?
Yeah.
Was it went down? Yeah. Number 14, Brett Clay. 15, Nakia Mojica. Number 20, Brent Hargrove. Number 22, Kendall Cunningham. Number 23, Jayla David. Had a little brain fart there.
As long as it doesn't stink, right?
Yeah.
So there you go, Hobbs Lady Eagles being introduced here onto the floor as well. And the fans, pretty good crowd for tonight's game. The student section not completely filled out, but the rest of the stand's completely filled, and it's going to be an exciting one tonight.
Yeah, definitely nice to see all the fans here to support these ladies who have maintained their number 1 ranking in the state from start to finish.
Yeah, and I think that the state showed a lot of respect for this Hobbs Lady Eagles game after that loss at Carlsbad. There was a couple of people that changed their votes, but the majority of them still had us as number 1 in the state and saw that game as an anomaly.
The ones that know basketball know that was a total anomaly.
Yeah.
I know that Hobbs is the top team. It became, after they won the Metro tournament up in Albuquerque, that was the eye-opening experience. Like, hey, guys, we're here to do this, and we're going to be
There's still a couple of people that think Carlsbad was number 1 on the last poll that I saw. And then there was a couple that had Farmington as number 1, despite Farmington losing to, I believe it was
Sandia.
Sandia, yeah.
No, Farmington, great team.
Yeah, it's a good team, a very guard-heavy team. And I think that's the biggest thing is that Hobbs posts add another dimension that Farmington hadn't shown most of the season.
And one thing that Hobbs has over Farmington is they played a lot tougher schedule than what Farmington did in the pre-district season, playing against Lubbock Cooper, who advanced to the state tournament today in
Ranked
Texas.
number 2 in the state of Texas, and we played them close.
Yeah, beating Lubbock Monterey, who has the number 1 ranked player in the country in the class of 2025, in Aaliyah Chavez.
Lady Eagles set the jump here. Jayla David doing the duties, and we're underway as the referee tosses the ball.
Good crowd, Brian. Like you said, great crowd on their feet here supporting Lady Eagles basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Taking their time against this Clovis defense.
Yeah, Clovis play man-to-man, but Cunningham going straight to number 42, Mackenzie Roche.
Yep. And this is one thing that Clovis has struggled against is the Hobbs pressure.
I think a lot of teams struggle against the Hobbs pressure.
Yeah.
They have great defenders on the perimeter, and especially in the front court. Going to the first turnover. Press.
I'll tell you what, Hargrove had a nice little look there, and then
they call double.
Got a double dribble on Clay.
Yeah, but look at the second chance opportunities Hobbs had. Just tipping the ball and creating extra plays.
One of Coach keys to the game was talking about out-rebounding Clovis.
Nice step through by Lewis, but misses the layup.
I'll tell you what, I think Kendall Cunningham's going to have a big game tonight. You can just see it unfolding against this man-to-man.
Well, you can see it on her face, too. She's out there directing the offense, telling the cutters where to go, pretty much dictating where she wants the ball as Hargrove attempts a 3. That's the good thing about Hobbs is if it's not Cunningham directing it, it's Jayla David directing it. If it's not David, it's Brett Clay. All 5 of these girls have led the team in scoring at least one game this year.
Sure. That's a travel right there.
That's
That's a third Clovis turnover in about 4 possessions.
Could be nerves, you know.
What we don't want to do is, get out to a slow start, which is the one negative thing that we've seen a couple of times with the Lady Eagles squad. They do tend to get to a slow start sometimes.
It's very true.
A lot of movement.
Dangerous pass to Mojica.
Area for a bounce pass. Hands high, bounce low.
Trying to get you guys a score from the Hobbs Carlsbad boys game, but as Mojica hits a 3, but the game hasn't tipped off yet over there.
Like to see her get hot early.
Yeah, very true. They call them the Splash Sisters. Mojica and Bryn Hargrove have been playing together since they were in the 2nd grade. And
see, I inadvertently said that the other day, not knowing that was actually a nickname of theirs. I found that out later that night when I saw a comment on Facebook, and I was like, oh, I used that tonight and didn't even know that was their nickname.
Yep, they've been doing it for a long time. Nice cut to the basket, nice pass, and nice and one Mojica, and she's getting hot.
And you got to love the aggressiveness on the backdoor pass right there. Delivered it perfectly on the hands as she goes up.
Yeah, it was a great look by Jayla David, just running the offense, and Mojica with the chance of the M1.
Get it, got it, good. It's 8-0.
This is the last thing Clovis wants to see is this game jump off to a hot start for Hobbs, because not only do they have the Eagles, they have this big crowd against them.
Oh, smart foul. Oh, they got her on the line there. I thought it was a foul on Clovis.
Got some drummers walking through the area here. Yeah, Hobbs defense, they're trapping that top pass. Hargrove is still. Mojica's going to be the recipient of another fast break layup. She's got 8 of the Lady Eagles 10 points.
Timeout on the floor, and Clovis is frustrated. They want to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball here. It's 10-0 Lady Eagles. Clovis inbounding against the Hobbs Eagles press. There's Jefferson down low.
Yeah, and Clovis really hasn't been able to get into any set offense.
Cunningham swatted that one away.
You don't want to bring it down to her house. That was weak. Weakness.
She's gotten so much better at being up and down on her defense instead of reaching.
Yeah, and not reaching and not going for so many ball fakes, just really timing it and being a jumper and another shot block.
There it is.
A true shot blocker. Mojica, do we have another one? Oh. That was almost the backcourt, but stolen by Hargrove. And she's going to take it herself.
Love the extension right there.
Yeah, 12-0 lead here. Hobbs just running away with it here in the first quarter. It's reminiscent of the first time as Clovis finally gets a shot in a fast break. When Clovis came to Hobbs in the first game this season, only scoring 14 points.
Yeah,
against the Lady Eagles.
Here's Hargrove.
And bang! Good shot by Hargrove. Good, another great pass from David, just finding the open shot.
Very, very unselfish team.
Another contested shot by Kendall Cunningham. Don't know if she got her hand on it or not, but it definitely disrupted the shot put up by Zariah Lewis.
Mass substitutions here.
I was trying to chew the cough drop that you gave me here in the game. I can't do it while I'm talking. I tried.
I tuck it somewhere in between speaking, you know.
I don't have that talent yet.
Practice makes perfect. Clovis for 3. Look at Cunningham battling.
Yeah, Cunningham really going after that board.
Another jump ball. This will go for the Lady Eagles.
Mass subs came in. We got Madison Zepeda, Casey Muniz. I call her KJ.
Yeah.
Number 52.
Making sure people get playing time early so they're more comfortable with the game if they have to come in late if it's a game. That's really smart practice that he does.
Very true.
Here's Jayla David.
Cunningham on the floor.
See, that to me is not a tie-up. When you're on top of the ball and they jump on top of you, you know.
Call it a cop-out.
Yeah.
Cop-out for their team. Like, you did all the work, let me go touch the ball to get a jump ball.
Yeah. But when you actually make contact with the body first, you know. And Cunningham is changing so many of those shots down low.
Yeah, people that truly know basketball will know that Cunningham is a force right now on defense. She is dictating every Clovis possession. And here comes a mass substitution again. Cunningham down low, let's go! And one, that was nice. I didn't mean to yell in your ear there, Brian. I got excited.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
We both got excited there. When you see plays like that, you throw that in the air, that kind of play up in the air, and it turned into sunshine.
She's definitely working her tail off on both sides of the floor, and it's just the team is feeding off her energy.
Without a doubt. Misses the free throw, gets to stay in the game. There was a sub waiting for her.
You know, that's what I used to always criticize my players. You know, when I had a sub for the free throw shooter, I would always tell them, you missed that on purpose, didn't you? Because you wanted to stay in the game.
Yeah, I teased mine about that too.
16-4 here. We got 2 newcomers in the game, Alana Bolton and the senior, Desiree Balsquez.
I think Coach has got himself 2 different sets of 5 aside now. I think that's what he was trying to set up, so he can just do 5 aside.
That's a wide open shot for Hargrove. She's usually going to hit that 95% of the time.
I wouldn't tell her to stop. Another turnover.
There you go, Balsquez. Get it up court. Nice play. Hargrove with the finish. Let's go.
Fast break city. Somebody turns on the Jets.
That's going to be another turnover. Clovis does not know what to do against this Hobbs press.
And you can tell the coaching staff is frustrated. I mean, they really felt that they played their best game against Carlsbad and were coming against Hobbs and had a real chance today, and it's already a 14-point deficit in the first.
You know as well as I know, without sounding too much on the homer side, that Hobbs is a completely different animal than Carlsbad.
Well, we never homer, never.
Yeah, never.
Now they're getting the movement going. Lady Eagles getting the inbound underneath the attacking basket. Up 14 here. $1:14 left in the first quarter.
Trying to find us an update on the Hobbs Eagles boys.
Perhaps our production manager, Branson, can look on Max Preps for us and see if somebody's keeping a live score on Max Preps at the same time.
I'm looking at the Eddy County at KSVP Radio. I don't think they cover Carlsbad.
Carlsbad has something called Rocket Television that they broadcast on also.
All right, let me go find that.
I've not been able to locate it online, but I do understand they do have their own home version of it that they share. Girl steps out of bounds to save the ball, and somehow they get it back. I'm not sure what happened there. I missed that one.
We talked about Hobbs' first quarter woes. Definitely not a factor in this game. They've jumped out to a 15-point lead early going.
Yeah. Clovis not even getting players moving against the defense here. I think Branson's trying to find that score for us. He's going to hand me his phone when he does get it up. And there's an and one situation there for Clovis as Jefferson goes up and gets the foul and puts one in.
Jefferson, one of their key players outside of Lewis, a great hustle player. She's a 5'8" junior and is able to create second chance shots.
Very athletic.
Yes, very athletic.
Player.
Great length. Misses the free throw on the M1. Hobbs pushing the other way, trying to get a last second shot. We got 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hobbs holding on to a 19-6 lead. Came out hot. Nice hezzy by Hargrove to get the open shot to Vasquez. A little long on that, and Clovis come back the other way with less than 10 seconds left.
And look at the pressure. They're not going to get a good shot the way they're going.
3, 2, 1. That is not a good shot.
And that's 19-6, end of the first quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
Not yet.
Welcome back. Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball. Lady Eagles to inbound here, and they are up 19-6 to start the second quarter.
Yeah, starters back in the game for Hobbs. Starters back in the game for Clovis to kick off the second quarter. Clovis has to do something to combat the Hobbs press and be able to run their offense, but that's a foul as Brett Clay goes to the basket hard by Jefferson.
Fans wanting a walk, so is the Clovis coach as he shakes his head.
It's always good. We're here to watch Hobbs win, but we want to see a good game.
Oh, yeah.
Want to see a competitive game. Because it's only going to prepare the Eagles as they head to state. Start next week, which we're going to be hosting a game on Friday if we win this game.
Yes, sir. And the boys will be Saturday if they win, correct?
Yes.
Boys will more than likely be on the road.
I think so, yeah. Unless they have a win tonight at Carlsbad, they may have a chance to get a home game. But like you said, it's not likely.
Yeah.
That's a foul. No call, but Clay keeps going.
There's the body
one
up there that picked up that one. Look at the foul difference right here. That's 6-1 now.
Either Hobbs is playing really good defense without getting their hands in the mix, or the rest have missed a couple.
Yeah. Well, I've missed a couple both ways. That's just normal. What did you think of that Jason Farmer article about the referees in Roswell?
I didn't get a chance to read it.
He was not happy with the politeness of the referee at the
okay. I did read it when he went to go try to correct him and tell him, hey, the score is this. I'm trying to just help you out.
Yeah.
They got it wrong. Yeah.
And then,
that's tough.
Yep.
Because, it's hard being a ref with high school basketball.
It is. It really is.
I haven't reffed in 20 years, but you know how it is because you've done it
absolutely
currently, and
the dynamics have changed so much,
Yeah.
People are so much more aggressive with their opinions now than they were. Politeness has gone out the table when it comes to referees.
Oh, I agree 100%. That happens at all levels of basketball. You can go to the Boys and Girls Club here and watch fifth graders play and see parents just berating the refs.
Yep.
Because they called a double dribble on their son Timmy or something.
Yeah.
It's getting
there's
ridiculous.
a difference between being right and being righteous.
Yes. That's
you can be 100% right about the call and know that the referee missed the call, but still be righteous about it and not lose who you are in complaining.
You're exactly right.
A lesson I attempt to teach my kids about things like that.
Cunningham again. Yeah, we all said at the same time.
That was a good rebound. That was a Dennis Rodman kind of effort.
Yeah, she's got 4 points, but, I mean, she's got to have, I haven't really kept track of the rebounds this game so far, but the opportunities that she's given the Eagles at second chances has been going really well.
There's Lewis. She's been real quiet.
Ball tipped away by Cunningham.
Jayla David going coast to coast.
Good call. I agree with that because she shifted her weight, went the other way, and the
other
finger
girl
was
leaned
still there.
in. Yep. Sorry about that.
No, go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, she kind of leaned into her there.
As a coach, you want your player to try to take a charge there, but with with many players using that Euro step now in today's game, it's hard to take a charge.
Sure.
Back when I played many moons ago, 1997 through 99, not many players knew about the Euro step.
That wasn't just moons. That was suns ago.
That was suns ago, yeah. The only Euro that we knew about was Ginobili for the Spurs, but he was still 3 years out.
Well, that's funny, and I was having a conversation with Peyton Hodge, the starter for the Hobbs Eagles, and there's some people that see the Euro and the first thing they do is want to correct the kid and tell the kid not to take layups that way. You're using the wrong foot, but that's an actual strategy now. So a lot of people don't realize that that's just a play.
Yeah, we were taught, you're going up for a right-handed layup, go off your left foot, and vice versa. Left-handed layup, go off your right foot.
Absolutely.
But with the different, the game has evolved.
It has.
And what we may have learned 25 years ago may not apply to today's game.
Of course, there's a lot of things from 25 years ago that if it was used in today's game would dominate because there's things that players don't do today that they really need to do.
I agree with that statement more than you know, Brian. I don't want to say 100% again because I say a lot on the air, but that is a 110% statement.
Yeah. Bounce passes being number one.
Bounce pass, or just a critical down low game. Like, just give it to me down low on the block. You don't see that very often anymore.
I got to say, when I was coaching, I was one of the front runners in not preparing a traditional post. All my posts were guards.
Yeah.
There's Armitage for three in the corner.
Aliana seen their first action of the game coming in and making a contribution with that three. No, I definitely agree with, it's great to have a /4-5 that can go out and shoot on the perimeter as well as play in the block. Like, we don't see, the only players I can see that would compare to let's say a Wilt Chamberlain or a David Robinson or Shaquille O'Neal in today's game is an NBA is Joel Embiid, but he can shoot outside.
Yeah, I'd say DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton, yeah.
Another fast break points for the Lady Eagles.
And Hobbs quickly running away with this game. Clovis coach calls a timeout. It's a full timeout.
Yep, and we'll go ahead and take one as well. You're watching Hobbs Lady Eagles basketball. Welcome back, Hobbs Lady Eagles and the Clovis Lady Cats. Clovis coming out strong here to start the second quarter. I mean, after the timeout, rather.
Yeah, managed to get something on the board. They've fallen down by 19 points. I mean, that's a travel.
Yep.
Hobbs in that 2-2-1 press. Still with Muniz. She falls to the ground.
They got a jump ball there, and it should have been a walk. But looks like we finally got the broadcast from the boys up. Carlsbad's up 16-9 here in the second period.
We'll give you updates. Keep it on that for that game. Sorry about that, Brian.
Clovis long three. It's not there. Now we're off and running.
Mojica, two options there. Muniz or Armitage on the outside. Gets to Muniz for the shot. But it falls short.
Love Armitage's defense there. Caused a turnover.
Yeah, and that's the great thing that Aliana brings to this game. You know, she may not have gotten the ball on the offensive set, but coming back and the hustle play on defense to create the turnover.
Absolutely. Armitage for three again.
Yep. About to say, Muniz better be careful. Going to get a foul there right in the hip, and they called her for one. You were talking about the foul count earlier. Hobbs is a 13 foul, 250 in the first half.
Third,
Clovis is 7. Third,
yep.
Yeah.
Muniz all over Thomas.
Hobbs crashing the boards.
Yep.
That was great offense right there. You saw it. Mojica get the ball to Armitage, sets the ball screen, and rolls out for the three.
A lot of times the person that sets the screen is the one that gets the points.
Yep.
Here's Armitage again.
Mojica, let's go again. Oh, almost got it. That's a travel.
Yep.
Hobbs leading here 32-10, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. And Mojica and Cunningham leading the way for the Lady Eagles.
Playing 2-ball game out there. Switch sides, come over the other way now.
Nice job by Armitage. Penetrating pitch to wide open Cunningham. She gets the soft spot Jay. It's good offense.
They are a machine.
That was a great press breaker by Clovis. Got to give him credit. The ball didn't touch the floor once until they made the shot attempt. One of the things to go right for Clovis as they're going here. It's 34-10 here in the first half. 1:15 left. Zariah Lewis goes to the free throw line and hits the first.
Eagles substituting huge again.
Yeah, some of the young bucks went out and the old bucks went in. And when I say old bucks, I'm saying sophomores.
Give and go.
Oh, Mojica's got to shoot that one. She had the open layup. Being a little too unselfish there. Passing up open shots, yeah. But it's good that it's happening with them when they have a more than 20-point lead.
Clovis back into the zone again.
Yeah, great ball movement. Great ball fake by Hargrove. Misses a jumper, but Cunningham, they're fighting for the board again.
Just got a nose for the basketball when it comes to those rebounds.
Looking like Dennis Rodman out there. Just grabbing the boards, except Cunningham can score.
She's putting on a lesson in rebounding, so she's a member of the Board of Education, right?
There you go. I like that. Good inbounds pass from Mojica to Cunningham to get the bucket. I wanted to mention, Dennis Rodman known for his exceptional rebounding. Not really a scorer, but Cunningham known for both.
Today's youth doesn't know that about Rodman. They think he's all a scorer. No, they've seen the videos of him getting points, and not something he did much of. He averaged 6 or 7 points a game.
Yeah, he'd have 24 rebounds, 6 blocks, and 4 points.
Yeah.
But totally dictate the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of like Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace is the same way for the Pistons. Nice up and under from Brett Clay.
Sweet touch.
A feed from Hargrove.
Then a timeout on the floor. Actually, that was the end of the quarter. 38-11, your score. We're going to the halftime show. We'll be back in just a moment with the halftime show on Hobbs Sports Live. Hey everybody, Hobbs Sports Live. I'm with Coach Boyle, and he's getting ready for another season of Hobbs Eagles baseball. Spring is starting to get in the air. It's going to start warming up soon. Hopefully. I'm sure you're excited about it.
Oh, most definitely. We're ready to go. Got a lot of time in, and so we're excited about this season.
Any players that you're really looking forward to seeing this year on the field?
Well, as far as we always have expectations of all of our players, but we have a few returners that we're counting on. Kenyon Singleton, of course, he's one of our seniors. Hector Armendariz, another senior returner, and we got our big boy Makai Brewer. We also have Major Bird. He's coming back from that team from last year. He's made some big improvements, and we're going to look for him to put in a lot of innings on the mound. So we're pretty excited. We got some youngsters coming up. We got a freshman shortstop. Wow. So he's going to have a lot of growing pains. Of course, we're going to have some growing pains, but we got some pretty talented players.
And last year's success, you want to build on that. You had a good run last year, and you're bringing a lot of that back. I mean, it really bodes well for the future.
Yeah, that's the thing is that, we discuss with our players that, what kind of legacy you want to leave behind. And the past couple of years, those gentlemen have done pretty good, and the one thing that is we try to build on that year after year. Of course, again, we lost a lot of guys last year. Our number 1, number 2 pitchers, which has carried us for the past 3 years. And but it is what it is, and like I said, we go through some growing pains sometimes, and we just keep moving.
I know you've already got scrimmages underway. When does the season start?
The season will start the next weekend. What is that? The 24th, 25th. We're going to Cleveland tournament. It's just a little round robin, but we always face some pretty good talent down there. We'll of course play Cleveland. We always like to get in the game with them. They're always in the top 5 in the state usually, and so, you know, the earlier we can play teams like him, kind of helps us gauge on like where we're at and where we need to get.
And we have probably a pretty good home schedule this year, so the fans could come out and see your team.
Yeah, that following weekend, actually, the first weekend of March is our home little round robin, and of course it's the girls softball tournament that same weekend. So it's really a lot of fun. We got burgers cooking out there, and everybody's just out there having.
So we hope to see you out there. Come out and support Hobbs baseball. Okay, thank you for having it.
Thank you. We'll see you at the ballpark.
Sure thing.
Welcome back, Tasker Arena. Hobbs Lady Eagles 38 to Clovis Wildcats 11. Lance Crenshaw and Brian Coulter here on the call. And the Lady Eagles taking the court here for the second half, Lance.
Yeah, Clovis is going to have to really make some adjustments. Don't know if they got a great halftime speech from head coach Jeff Reed or not, but something has to change because Hobbs is coming out firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, absolutely. I said this in the second quarter. They are a machine when they're on like this.
We got an update from Carlsbad. The Hobbs boys trail Carlsbad by 5 at halftime, 23-18.
Well, they're coming back and making that a game.
Yeah, it's a third time's a charm for the Hobbs boys. Hopefully they can take this game down to the wire, chip at the lead, and come out with a win.
Lady Eagles have the ball to start the half, and here's some two-ball play up top. Hargrove.
Nice no-look. Hargrove she's got that no-look pass down to a tee. Hobbs running to their offense. Looks like they're trying to get Cunningham down there on the block or the high post.
There's Cunningham again on the board.
If she don't get the ball on the high post, she'll get her own rebound or get a rebound and go finish up. She's got 10, second leading scorer of the game.
She's trying to earn herself a sponsorship from Windex for cleaning all that glass.
You're freaking ridiculous. I love that. That's good. That's good.
You got to have some fun here.
That's good. I like that. Oh, respect to that. Hargrove for 3.
Loose ball. Mojica comes up with it.
Nice bounce pass. Bounce pass.
Oh, man.
To David.
That was pretty.
Right, we got John Gilcrease over there on the mic tonight. The principal at Houston Middle School. Oh, that's an elbow thrown by Lewis, and the ref finally, he caught it. Mojica got hit there in the head.
Gilcrease, a former Hobbs Eagle himself.
Yeah.
I believe he was on that 1990 team, was his senior year, I believe.
Way before my time. So if it's 1990, he played with, I can dig back into my memory bank because I used to come watch the games. Nice one-handed left late by Brent Hargrove.
Sweet touch. The glass was so clean she had to kiss it off the glass.
There you go. It's that Windex. Clovis just having a hard time finding a clean
There's the
shot.
foul. Oh, that went in, and they're going to give it to him?
This is an NBA continuation on that. If that goes in. Whistle was blown before the ball even left her hands.
I think they gave it to her. He didn't make a signal either way. They're saying it's on the floor. Never mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, that would, man. Loose ball goes to Mojica.
They're so quick getting up the court.
Nice pass down low to Cunningham. That's the M1 right there.
Ugh. Punches it in.
Yes, right. That was nice.
And, Cunningham was the benefactor, but it really was Mojica that made the play.
Yeah, it was, both those girls.
She took needle and thread and just sewed that in there.
Yep. Seeing some good passes all around. Mojica, Hargrove, Jayla David, a couple assists this game, and just finding a way to find the girl to get the open shot. Travel. Yep.
And, and Clovis is just one pass away from scoring each time when they have like a little shuffle of their feet. They turn it over right there when they're about to score. It's happened probably 5-6 times tonight. We are in rolling clock now.
Oh, she may have hurt herself.
Yeah.
That's Jefferson.
She got up.
She's all right. And, the wheels have completely fallen off the wagon here for Clovis. And nothing to their, they're a good team. It's just Hobbs is a machine, like you said.
And Hargrove, she's an assassin out there. She's throwing daggers.
Yep.
An Army Ranger sharpshooter. Way out there.
There you go.
Bullseye.
Hobbs got 3 girls in double figures. Cunningham leading the way with 13, Hargrove with 12, and Mojica with 11.
Fighting for the board. This will go to Clovis. Got a foul on the play. They may have gotten Hargrove there. And they do. 49-15, your score.
Make sure you stay tuned after the game. We'll name our IHOP player of the game. And also that player is brought to you by Sevy's Bear Factory. And then they'll be naming the all-district team.
Yep.
You got your first team and your second team. And then, of course, naming the district champions, which the way it's looking now, hate to call a game early, but it's going to be Hobbs.
Well, they say the game's not over till the fat lady sings, but I think she's ready to come on stage.
Yeah, she's
get some fa la 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 la's in the back in the green room. She's ready to go.
Once we get here closer to the fourth quarter, we can give you kind of an update on what Hobbs expects to see in the state tournament coming up, and that starts next week.
Clovis battling back here. They're not ready to give up yet. Entire bench celebrated that score.
And you got Armitage. I'm sorry, Brian, go ahead.
No, I was going to say the coach has still got the players engaged.
No, and that's a sign of a good coach and a good program. Never let your players give up, regardless of what the scoreboard says, because you never know if this is going to help you maybe play them again or play a team with similar style defense and offense in the state tournament.
Sure. And never give up yourself. I've seen coaches that get upset and sit down on the bench and they stop coaching, and I think that's a bad look.
Yeah, because that kind of, if you do that, your players are going to see that, and they're going to. That's what they're going to learn from. No, but back to my point earlier, you got Madison Zepeda, Casey Muniz, and Aliana Armitage in the game, along with David and Cunningham. And those 3 I mentioned before with Muniz and Zepeda and Armitage, they've been playing together since the 1st grade.
Wow.
Team coached by Patrick Muniz, Caselin's father.
Daughter played with them for a moment.
Yeah. Three put up by Clovis. Long rebound is going to go to Hobbs. That was number 23, Martha De La Rosa. Second half started in Carlsbad. The score the same, 23-18. Hobbs trails against the Cavemen.
Good high-low game right there. Cunningham's going to get hammered going to the rack.
I really like how she's attacking the basket.
I love the contact. If you can draw contact like that and go to the free throw line, there's going to be somebody sitting on the bench pretty soon.
Yeah, and then, the great thing about the high-low game, Cunningham, she's such a good passer. She gets the ball. If they come and they double team her or they try to trap her, she can kick it out for an open 3.
Yeah.
Which she's done numerous times.
The boys just got an and one situation. They may be pulling within 2 or 3 here in just a moment.
Oh, that'd be huge for the Hobbs boys. Looks like they're that's a Carlsbad and 1.
I apologize. Loose ball. Clovis gets it. Now they're on transition. 50-17, your score here. 33-point lead for the Lady Eagles.
Nice defense by Jayla David and Zepeda, the recipient of the loose ball, leading the break. Armitage just kind of rushed that shot a little bit.
Loose ball. Yep, that's a travel. She went to booking.com right there.
And the band the band lets him know about the trip they booked to booking.com. That's nice.
I think we need to get a sponsorship from them, you know. Or their travel agencies in Hobbs. That would be a great sponsorship.
David going to the rack. A little bit of contact there, but not getting the call.
And they ended up double dribbling. All those Booking.com commercials you see during the Super Bowl, I had to get something in there. Still think the Super Bowl commercial, that the best one was the one that changed the channels on you. I thought that was the highlight.
That was great, but did you watch the one with Sarah McLachlan?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
I thought that was great because I saw that commercial so many times.
And I didn't see it actually until a couple of days ago when I understood what you meant. So much good food, I missed quite a few commercials.
Nice little jumper.
Clovis not giving up here. They're playing a lot calmer than they did in the first half.
That was a Shalonda Lefevre jumper. Then Zepeda comes back and the shot rolls out. You know, we talked about Armitage and Zepeda Muniz playing together. A bunch of these girls play on the elite circuit for travel ball. You have Kendall Cunningham and Brett Clay. They both play out of with Coach Parker Bollinger with Cy-Fair Lee out of Lubbock, along with Nakaya Mojica's on that team as well.
Yeah.
And then Brent Hargrove and Jayla David playing for Coach Lee Williams out of El Paso with El Paso Fusion.
Mm-hmm. We talked about that before I went to high school with Lee.
Yeah, we're going to see him the day after the state tournament ends in El Paso.
There you go. Send him my love.
Will definitely do.
He was good friends with my best friend, Dwayne Tate. Tate's coaching Young Women's STEAM Academy. This is his first year as a varsity head coach, and school achieved their first varsity playoff appearance in school history.
Oh, wow. Nice. And that's going to be a little high.
Yeah. That kind of reminded me of the scene from Major League when they said just a bit outside.
Bob Euchre. Update from Carlsbad. Carlsbad's leading Hobbs 32-20. Game's going back and forth. Hobbs has managed to get within 4 to 5 points, and then Carlsbad goes on a run to pull away. So we'll keep you updated as the game goes on.
Yep, absolutely. 52-19 here.
Nice Hezzy. Unable to finish there. When I say Hezzy, I mean hesitation. That's coaching girls so long. That's a great Hezzy. It's Hezzy. Some people may not know what I'm talking about. It's a hesitation.
Yeah, it's good for you to define that for somebody that thinks a Hezzy is something else.
Yep.
I think Branson Coltrane on the scoreboard tonight. Good job that he does.
Branson's been killing it all year.
He's tremendous help as far as this is concerned. He's brilliant at creating this YouTube broadcast, this TV broadcast from scratch.
Oh, we couldn't do it without him.
Done a little bit of work for some churches in town too. So, if somebody's looking for somebody to help set up something like this, he's able to get you guys up and running for sure.
Mojica with the big three as the quarter ends. Hobbs leading 55-19. Turn on to my partner, Brian Coltrane. We'll probably keep it here for a minute. We'll have to go to break.
There we go. We'll go ahead and keep it on the timeout. And, it's games like this, when you have a blowout, I know we're having a little bit of fun with it, but you got to do that. You don't want to just harp on the basketball side of it in a game like this because, the score is just way out of it.
No, it becomes, you feel bad for the Clovis faithful that came down here to watch the game.
Yeah,
but
been a pretty vocal crowd from Clovis, and even down 23 a few minutes ago, they got a chant going and supporting their girls. You got to give them positive comments as far as that's concerned.
Oh yeah, and the best thing about it is they're going to make the state tournament as an at-large seat. So they'll get to play some more basketball.
Yep. 55-19, and I'm telling you, this could easily be a lot worse, but Clovis has tried to battle back here in the second half.
Yeah, definitely didn't give up, and it speaks volumes with Coach Jeff Reed really instilling in his girls to have that fight, never to back down and just keep going.
Yep. Hobbs band welcome them back on the floor with cheerleaders out there doing their best to lift spirits, and it'll be Hobbs basketball to start here in the fourth.
And I tossed it to you a while ago because I got so used to you giving us the out to go to our ad.
I just let you hang there, didn't I?
Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
It was funny because I went to do something on the thing because I thought you were taking the out, and I wasn't completely listening at that point because I thought you were doing the segue. So
it was good stuff. Good stuff.
Absolutely. Can't make mistakes. What can you make? Besides pancakes, right?
Speaking of pancakes, IHOP. Player of the game. Great segue there.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to get that.
Yeah, make sure you stay tuned. After the game, we'll name our IHOP player of the game. If you name that player at IHOP, you will get 10% off your meal.
I might do that tonight, actually.
One of those things about IHOP, one of their slogans is, we burger as good as we pancake.
There you go. There you go. I can't say I've ever had an IHOP burger. So.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I got a funny story about IHOP. I met my wife at IHOP.
There you go.
We used to be servers there together. So it'd be 14 years ago.
Nice. Good ball move from Clovis. They end up getting points off the backside rebound. They're not giving up.
No, definitely a lot of fight left into them. And Hobbs, Desiree Bosca's in the game, and KJ's in the game. And that's going to be a foul on number 23, Martha De La Rosa, as Hargo tries to drive to the basket.
Now everybody in Hobbs knows where you met your wife.
That's right, yeah.
I think that may be motivation for some people to go to IHOP hoping to meet their wife.
Nice, Bosquez. Good play call there to get recipient of the bucket.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut right there.
No, I will always have a fond spot in my heart for IHOP.
There you go. Coach still in the referee's faces. I think he wants a tee at this point.
Sometimes those coaches get those tees to motivate their kids. And in a game that's this far away, I don't know if that's the right strategy, but you never know.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't give her the basket. That's why. Hold on, now they're discussing it. So now they're going to call it a jump ball. Oh, my.
Wow.
That's horrible.
If this was a closer game, that'd be a critical call.
Yeah, that is just mismanaged basketball. But we'll just let it go.
Yeah, and you know that your dad's going to get on to you, Brian.
Yeah.
We're talking about the refs.
Well, for me, if it's a missed call, that's one thing. People miss calls.
Yeah.
But when you mismanage the game, that's a completely different ball game.
I agree.
You're not doing your job.
I agree. And going to the jump ball there, like I said, if that was a closer game.
Yeah.
If I was an opposing coach, I'd be furious.
Of course, there's no reason to get furious in a game like this. Hobbs is going to call a timeout. And you know what? Coach Carp's going to walk out and say that exactly what we're saying right now. We'll go ahead and I'm going to put it on the screen. There's Carp discussing, what happened over there? Why do we get a... Yeah, there's the discussion.
Yeah.
The Hobbs band playing a new set here. They've been playing this year. It's something that they've new and added on. And it's called La Cobra.
La Cobra.
La Cobra. And, and you know what? Google has a new function. You don't actually have to be listening to the real version of a song to find the song anymore.
Oh, so they're going to put Shazam out of business.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I looked this one up last time. All the kids get up and dance. And, the student section loves dancing to this. And we do have quite a few students with Hispanic heritage, and playing a song of Hispanic heritage gets them into the game.
Yep.
Free throws up and good. Clovis cuts it down to 33. I think Lance lost it on that one.
They cut it down to 32 on that one. Okay, got to keep composure here, Brian.
It's okay to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
As long as we don't do it at someone else's expense.
That's right. And if it's one day it could happen to the Eagles. You never know.
It's bound to happen to everybody at some point.
Yeah.
Of course, we got Coach Carp, who's got 21 straight district championships. There's Mojica with the left hand.
Mojica leading the way tonight with 16, and that was a dangerous pass there, but Ballska's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah. Absolutely gang tackled Lewis on that one. Look more like a WWE wrestling move. They just both kind of bodied up on her off the ropes,
Oh, we're Clovis in the bonus.
Fouls have switched here in the second half.
Well, they called the foul on KJ Kano, or Kylie Kano. I always know her as KJ.
And that is fine.
Yeah.
As long as her family's happy.
Oh, yeah. I know her mom quite
I spent
well.
an entire season mispronouncing Nakaya Mojica's name. And I found out the second to last game when I got corrected. Same thing with Elise Turbiatis.
What was you calling her?
Turbiatis.
Turbiatis. It's a difficult name to say.
Well, I was saying it the way I thought it was spelled, so. And nobody had said anything until right before.
Mojica's on fire. Mojica's on fire.
Little Seth Curry action right there.
She's moving up that all-time three-point list per season. Her and Bryn Hargrove, were miraculously tied still.
Yeah.
Heading into this game.
It's amazing. I think after this one, I think Mojica will have a brief lead here.
Although Bryn's had a couple of threes herself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to tell, and they're basing it off the app Huddle, which is what Hobbs uses to do their stats, and sometimes that Huddle app doesn't always differentiate players and may credit one player with a stat that they didn't earn.
Yeah. When Huddle offered that service, I thought they had a person doing it.
Can't always trust technology.
Or humans.
It's very true.
None of us have ever had a human let us down.
Hargrove says, you know what? I can do it too. Missed that one, though.
62-29.
Yeah.
That almost looked on purpose. Throw it off the glass, get your own rebound.
I'm trying to think of the guy in the NBA that did that to get his own triple-double. J.R. Smith, maybe?
Yeah.
I think he did that.
That sounds
Ricky
like something.
Davis, too.
Yep.
That's a foul. And is the clock not running? It's going to be a 35-point lead, huh?
Yep, it's got to be 35.
We're at 33.
Your math is accurate, sir.
Yeah. Score from Carlsbad. Carlsbad 41, Hobbs 22. Carlsbad pulling away in this game.
Trying to work it to the post here.
Talking about the boys, they are going to be fighting for an at-large seed, and it's going to be tough to get one of those last seeds. They have a chance to get in, but it's not guaranteed.
Yeah. I think they earned their way in by getting to the district championship. That being said, you're probably going to get a 15 or 16 seed.
Yeah, you have to go against the number one seed. Volcano Vista has lost one game in 2 years.
Technical foul there on Clovis. And it was Lewis. She picked up a foul and the technical foul.
It's going to be a frustration foul.
Yeah. Coach leaving her on the floor still.
I think it was De La Rosa who got the foul, Brian.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. You are correct. I incorrectly named her. In the bonus, so this is going to be 4 shots, provided she makes them. First 2 of the technical shots. Now she gets a 1-and-1. Oh, they're giving her 2. Okay, that was the 1-on-1. And now here's the 2, and then we get the ball. So we're going to be back and rolling clock again.
Brett Clay clutch from the free throw line. Clutch.
And the band gets extra practice on those notes.
4-4.
And a timeout. So we'll take a break here. Hobbs Lady Eagles up 66-29. Clear. Welcome back, Hobbs Lady Eagles. Big lead here as Hargrove goes to the basket.
Bolton with the board. Skying high for that. Thought she was going to dunk it. She got high.
Clovis starting to empty the end of their bench, too. Hobbs does a good job of playing everybody.
Yeah, and the thing about the Hobbs bench is, you know, you have your starting 5. The next 5 would be a top 5 team in the state as well.
Yeah, I would think so.
They're very deep.
Maybe needing a little bit extra post play, but the posts are more of guard types off the bench.
Yep. Lewis to the rack was able to draw the foul against Vasquez.
Clock should still be moving. Oh, actually be the second free throw before they start the clock here. Mojica with 19 tonight. Hargrove 12. Half of Clovis's points, more than half, coming from Lewis.
There's that running clock.
A little early, but when you start thinking about a player of a game here.
It's got to be Mojica or Cunningham. Both girls have dictated the flow of this game. Cunningham with her extra activity on the rebounds and the block shots. And Hargrove says, "Don't forget about me," as she hits a 3 from the corner.
There you go. Tipped away defensively right there from Clay. Clay for 3. Lady Eagles calling off the press.
Yeah, and it looks like
and one
Vasquez, Muniz, and Armitage are going to check in for Hargrove, Clay, and Mojica.
Yes, sir. And one opportunity for Lewis here.
If I'm a betting man, I'm saying that's who they're checking in for. What do you think? Yeah, here we go.
I think he done got it, Chief.
Yep. We're going to Vegas.
That's all it took.
Yeah.
Viva Las Vegas.
I was actually born in Las Vegas.
Never been to Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right, we took the New Mexico Zias down there this summer and were able to win West Coast Nationals tournament with both the 6th grade girls and the 7th grade girls. It's quite the experience. On the strip, walking down the strip, all of a sudden there's pandemonium, mayhem, people running down and going crazy. And we're like, what's going on? Oh, somebody's with a gun shooting, and then turns out it was somebody had threw a rock through the Mirage glass door.
Oh.
And pandemonium ensued. It was insane. Kids waving at me, don't know who they are, but I'll wave at them back.
Wanted to be on TV.
Yeah.
Nice job on the transition there.
Good pull up from Zepeda. A little long.
Sorry, and for the first time tonight, I completely missed the camera on that one. Apologize. I thought I was going to go the game and get it right, and I didn't switch it.
No worries. I don't think in a game where it's 72-35, it doesn't really matter, Brian.
$1.25, and he takes a timeout, too.
We got 43-25. Hobbs boys trailing at Carlsbad in the fourth quarter.
Yep. Keep it here. Want to go ahead and throw a shout out to Robbie Runnels for the wonderful cameras that he donates for us to use. We do appreciate Robbie for helping us out with that.
No, definitely Robbie and his wife Marty. They mentioned it many times. They are making a documentary called Chasing the Zias. You know, they follow our youth basketball team around, and they do it on their own dime.
Yep.
And it's very, very thankful for those folks.
Lady Eagles have the ball here. Up 72-35. Three-pointer off the bat there. Offensive board. Muniz goes up and under. She's going to get called for a walk. Lady Eagles still playing tough defense with all the subs in.
Down under a minute here, and be sure you stay tuned for afterwards. They're going to be naming the all-district team, and we have that list right here with us. Find out which of our Hobbs Lady Eagles made the team. And Zepeda hits it from way downtown, and what's the word you use?
Splash. Splash. Nothing but the bottom of the nets.
And it looks like Hobbs is going to end up winning this game by a lot. Up by 40 right now, 75-35. Clock is going to run, and Muniz gets bumped out of bounds. But that's going to be it, Brian.
Yep. They're not going to be able to walk down and get the free throws. Even though it is a double bonus, technically they're supposed to stop the clock there. It's not going to happen.
Oh, they did.
They did. She gets her free
2 seconds
throws.
left.
Insult to injury.
Yeah.
Hobbs Lady Eagles, district champs. I think it's safe to say now.
Yeah, we're going to talk about they'll be able to host the first round of the state tournament either Friday or Saturday coming up.
And I thought I saw something that said the girls would be Friday, the boys Saturday, but we'll have to get confirmation from Brenda Wilson on that. They didn't even bring in the ball. I don't know if you saw that. Clovis girl just picked the ball out. She's about two feet in bounds, and she just threw it to somebody. So there you go, 77-35, your final score. Hobbs Lady Eagles. We'll be back in just a moment with the Hobbs Lady Eagles post-game show. The all-district list, and, of course, our high-hop player of the game, and the presentation of the stuffed eagle by Sevy's Bear Factory and Friends. We'll be back shortly. All right, so I am going to throw...
Weird angle. It's going to be the other one, huh? There we go.
We're back up They're doing the presentation of the trophy for district. We figured we'd just keep it here. Lady Eagles getting their picture taken on the floor and let you see that presentation.
Newcomer of the year, Casa Muniz. That's a nice award for the 8th grader.
Absolutely.
Get the list here in front of Brian. Here you go. Use that paper for your. There you go.
Both can see it now.
That's a big time award for Casa Muniz.
And the 8th grader Muniz waiting for instructions to get her picture taken.
Where do I go? Where do I go? I can see her parents over there laughing. I love it. I love it. Kemma Cunningham.
Got Cunningham, second team All-District. Jayla David also second team All-District. Clovis Kaylin Jefferson was second team All-District. They announced her as well. She's here in the building as well.
Now on the first team,
yep,
Daisy Smith from Roswell.
And now it's Tally Myers of Carlsbad. And here, and Zariah Lewis, you know, I'll tell you what, monster game from Lewis tonight. She had 21, and she is All-District first team. And here's Brett Clay, first team All-District.
Yeah, Brett Clay earning it. Nakai Mohika earning first team All-District.
This year we do have a co-MVP. It's shared by Mariana Sepulveda from Carlsbad.
Mariana Sepulveda. Poor John Gilcrease butchered her name. And Brent Hargrove, the co-MVP.
Co-MVP, and I mean it's amazing piece of hardware to get, especially for an underclassman.
And we talked about this before the game. We didn't think this should have been a co-MVP.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but
Coach Carpenter, Coach of the Year.
Yes.
District 4-5A.
Yep. And he's got that award quite a few times in his career.
Stay tuned for tournament time whenever they selected the playoffs on Sunday night, I believe, and we'll see.
Yep. And we have to wait for Sunday, is what they're saying, to find out first round game. That's true right there. So we'll go ahead and throw it to the sponsors, and we'll wait for everybody to join the broadcast up here. And Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball post-game show will continue on Hobbs Sports Live. Welcome back to the IHOP post-game show with our IHOP player of the game, Nakaya Mojica. And congratulations on first the win, the district championship, and of course you had a great game tonight.
Thank you.
So,
any comments on the game?
I think we came out really strong. A lot of people were expecting it to be a really close game, but we came out and played our game.
Yeah, I really loved the ball handling tonight. I love the couple of times you used the bounce pass to split the defense, and it looked like you were doing some sewing lessons, kind of sewing that ball right into people's hands so they could score. You know, your assists were almost as important as your points.
You got to talk on that. Those are talking points.
You know, yeah. So tell me, you know, what you're trying to do in those moments.
I'm just trying to look for my open teammates because I trust them very much with the ball, and I know they'll take care of it.
Now, you were named first team all-district.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have become a great shooter from the outside. Talk about how you've worked in the offseason to perfect that craft.
Well, I've been working. It's just now I feel more confident in my shot that I'm taking it more often.
Now, oh, I'm sorry, Brian, go ahead.
That's okay. Yeah, watching your game, I think the biggest thing that I've seen is that you're really seeing the floor better. I think you're more comfortable because I think you're just kind of reading defenses better. Would you say that that's true?
Yes, I would. I think I'm getting more comfortable with the ball in my hands, so I'm finding those open people.
Now, you guys have played against, you know, Clovis 3 times, Carlsbad twice. Do you think you're ready to play that first game in state next week?
Oh,
on whoever
definitely.
Comes? Yeah, yeah, I like that confidence.
and you got a smile out of her when you did it. I don't think this girl's going to back down from anybody, huh? Yeah. Congratulations, player of the game, Nakaya Mojica.
Thank you.
Good job, Nakaya.
And let's get Bryn Hargrove to join us here. The girls come running up the stairs, still out of breath here, trying to join us here. Bryn Hargrove, District Co-MVP. Congratulations! I mean, what a great honor for an underclassman to get some district hardware like that.
Thank you.
So, what does it feel like to be recognized for what you do?
It feels good having my team really be there and supporting me. It feels amazing to be around them.
You know, Brian and I were talking about it's a tough award to share because we feel you're deserving as just straight MVP, not a co-MVP. So, you know, we noticed today, and we talked about the Splash Sisters, you and Nakaya. You're both right neck and neck as, you know, trying to get the season leading threes, but you guys don't care who gets it. That's the best part.
Yes, sir. No, we don't care at all. We're there supporting each other no matter what, whoever gets it. I'm always 10 toes behind her, so if she gets it, she gets it. If I get it, I get it. So
it's great.
And you gotta love a little bit of competitive spirit between you, but making sure you get the team win, I think, is the most important thing. And congratulations, district champs tonight.
Thank you.
Now we just wanted to congratulate you on being district MVP, and you are a 2-time winner of our IHOP Player of the Game.
Thank you.
But so one last question, as you guys prepare for state, and I asked Nakaya the same question. Do you feel you played the kind of schedule that's going to prepare you for that with the Albuquerque Metro Tournament, playing Lubbock Cooper, playing Lubbock High? Is there anything that is going to be shown to you brand new that you guys aren't used to?
No, I think we'll come out fine. We played way tougher teams, especially Texas teams are very difficult. So I think, I'm not going to say we're going to be fine, but I think we'll be okay and handle ourselves very well.
Congratulations. Good job, Brent.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brent.
I want to welcome Joey Carpenter to the show.
Joey Vegas? As they call you?
Yeah.
You're going to have to explain that nickname, you know, why the nickname Joey Vegas. Where did that come from?
No, I can't tell you. That's one of those things that we can talk about some other time off the air.
There you go. We'll keep that one amongst ourselves.
It did have something to do with the night in Vegas. I'll tell you that. All right.
Is there movie rights going to eventually be?
No.
Yeah. Congratulations on district champ. This is what, 22 straight?
21.
21 straight district championships for Coach Carp. And what does it feel like to be so successful with what you do? You know, what do you attribute it to?
Having good players and having good assistant coaches and getting it done somehow, some way. You know, I'm a lucky guy, I guess.
Yep.
Coach, talk about how were you shocked that Carlsbad wasn't in this game?
No. Both of these teams kind of struggle to score, but they both play really good defense. So I thought
There we go.
There we go. Welcome back. Apologize.
We're back. We're back. All right.
We're going to give a little hard time to the Clovis radio crew. We have to run a line that goes from here all the way down to the end, and Clovis was unplugging their stuff and accidentally unplugged our internet line. So apologize for losing you there. And you want to go ahead and complete those thoughts?
Yeah, Coach? I was just thinking it was, Clovis and Carlsbad probably needed us to score in our 30s or 40s probably to win. And so that's their goal, I'm sure. And so we took care of business. We're a tempo team. We try to push the tempo nonstop.
So as we prepare for state, I mean, who do you think the front runners are for the state tournament?
Oh, by far, Volcano Vista, the two-time they're going for 3 state championships in a row. They beat us twice. Farmington, who beat us in the holiday tournament up here the year before. La Cueva's not happy sitting around, not always losing to Hobbs. So I'm sure they're going to be fired up to play. I mean, Sandia, they beat us this summer, and then we turned around and beat them in the Metro. They're going to be angry, wanting to play us. We just have a big old thing on our back. But there's some good teams, and I left out some teams that are really good, and we got our hands full.
Yep, absolutely.
Now, you talk about Farmington and talk about Sandia, teams that you are very familiar with. Mm-hmm. And, of course, you mentioned La Cueva. No disrespect to any other teams. How are you guys going to differentiate or compete with those teams that are used to playing up in that atmosphere that may have more fans because they're in Albuquerque, when they come? I know we're going to host the game here, but how are you going to get your girls ready for, okay, this is it. It don't matter what the fans say. How are you going to attest to that?
I think what you do is you come up with the toughest schedule in the state of New Mexico, and that's what we did. That way they're prepared for anything, 1-3-1, a 2-3, man-to-man. A loud crowd, a band that's crazy. Clovis's band was really loud over there. So I mean, we've faced all that adversity and things that you have to face to be prepared for this moment. Now we just gotta keep our hard hats on and get it done.
And we'll find out, I believe Sunday is when they do the selection show. We'll find out our first opponent then. And will they already have a game time selected with that?
Nah, they're going to wait. They'll look at the brackets, and then they'll post the game times Monday or Tuesday. It's all about money.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be realistic. Teams that aren't going to bring big crowds are probably going to have to play early, and teams that can bring big crowds are going to play later. Okay. It's just the truth.
Sounds good. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations on Coach of the Year in the district.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Coach.
Thank you.
Sure thing. So, any last thoughts, Lance, before we terminate the broadcast?
No, I think Carpenter spoke on it well. Playing the toughest schedule in New Mexico, and we talked about Lubbock Cooper earlier. Hobbs could have won that game. That was the game that Wisdom Anthony got hurt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they only lost by 12. And Lubbock Cooper is one of the top 10 teams in the state of Texas.
Yeah, they've just made the Final Four.
Yep.
Today, I believe you got to watch some of that game.
Yeah, it was a great game. So it's
beating a very good Monterey squad.
The top player in the country. So Hobbs is there. Yep. Hobbs compete with anybody, and we're happy to get to be along this ride to watch them.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll see you next week for that broadcast. We'll try to find some content to share with you this week, perhaps some interviews about the upcoming game. As we know more, we're going to present more here on Hobbs Sports Live. Thank you for watching.
Good night.